Hello everybody, my name is Mike Hammonds, and today I'm going to show you some really cool tricks in Ableton Live for envelope drawing. Being a recent Ableton Live convert from Logic and Reason, I struggled with finding where these things are in Live, and am now very impressed with the way it's done. For those of you that don't know what envelope drawing is, it's drawing sort of automation envelopes, and in MIDI it becomes very useful when drawing pitch bends, modulation wheel, all of those sorts of things. So let's have a listen to hear what I've kind of put together. So. So that's the basic sort of demo sound I made for you guys, and I want to actually draw some automation in there. So first of all, let's listen to this bass line. I actually want to control this here with a pitch bend. So what I've done is let's go ahead and extend this out and let's listen to this. So I've already configured in Massive, I've already configured a pitch bend of 4 steps. So here we'll click on this little E, and this is the trick. This E is envelope manipulation. And from here we actually have the ability of playing with all kinds of stuff. Pitch bend is readily available. It's a button here. So there's 2 ways. If you're in draw mode, it's going to draw snap to grid. Not very useful for pitch bend. If you're in cursor mode, we can actually draw nodes, like I think most people are familiar with. So this is what I want to do. Let's listen to that. So it's a little bit long. Let's increase the grid, and these are all shortcuts that you can find on online. But that was Apple B on Mac, Control B to go between drawing and not drawing. So let's listen to that now. And I want to just kind of have like a little lift here. So that's sort of basic. Let's listen to that with the lead. So could have chosen better sounds, but you get the idea. So that's drawing MIDI CC, which is usually associated with a clip anyway. That's cool, but here's where we get some really neat stuff. So let's click on this clip, and this is the lead part, the little lead organ or thing. And what I want to do is I want to control the panning. So let's click on pan, and let's go to snap to grid, so that we're in draw mode. That's Apple B. And I want to kind of control this, and let's go back and draw some nodes. So, oops, move it out of there. All right, so this should be a pretty interesting sound. Let's listen to that. So you can see what's happening here by looking at the pan. Let's watch that one more time. All right, so so panning, that makes perfect sense. But what about if we controlled track volume? I'm going to hit Apple D here and drop into a duplicate. So this is the exact same sound now as duplicated, and I'm going to control volume. One of the interesting things to note is that volume is relative within clip automation. So I'm going to draw something in here that you'll probably never do, but it's kind of cool to see. If we play this clip now, you're going to see this little orange ball, and this is going to be relative. So this is 100%. This is 56% of wherever this fader is. So let's see how that actually pans out. So it's always going to take, so wherever I put this, it's going to go down between this and here. This is 100%, this is 0%, so it's going to go down 56 to 56% and then back up to 100%. So it's always relative to wherever the fader is. That comes in very handy when you're dealing with you know, session mode and trying to get all that kind of stuff put together. So that's kind of neat. So let's get another duplicate of this clip, and let's get into some of the other really neat pieces of it. Not only can we control basic stuff, we can control the instrument itself. So this is a massive instrument, which, as you can see, has, well, first of all, we can control any effect. So this is reverb. Set the dry wet up, and let's hit play. Okay, what we really want to do is we want to go to the dry wet of the reverb. We want to set that something very low, and we want to build that reverb up. So let's listen to it now. And again, it's going to be relative. So if I set this here, what if I set it at 100%? So there's that. That's pretty cool. You can just kind of click here, select all, and hit delete if you want to delete that particular bit of automation. But this is a massive instrument, and we want to control some parameters within massive. There's a couple ways we can do this. First, we can say, we can click on a button here, and it'll show up in this drop down here in the XY. So Leslie depth. I'm going to set Leslie depth to up and down, and Leslie spread, or Leslie speed. We want to set that to left right. So Leslie speed, Leslie depth. So now we have an XY, which is kind of fun to play with. But within session mode, you cannot just draw automation in record. I don't know why. It's really weird. I've tried all kinds of different ways. Maybe there is a way. Somebody leave a comment if there is. One of the additional things is you can click on configure, and you can sort of click on a button, and it will show up here. So I click on a couple buttons, you will get buttons here, click on. So now we have some extra parameters we can mess with. So let's go back to the clip, click on massive, let's do Leslie speed. Oops. So let's ramp up. Oops. Let's set a node. Let's ramp up the speed. And ramp it back down so that we've got a smoother transition. Leslie depth, we want, let's make it something really noticeable. Let's hit that drive, and let's put that drive down here. Set that drive up, and stereo expansion. Let's sort of follow the depth with that. All right, so now we've drawn in a bunch of stuff, and let's have a listen to it. But again, these are all relative, so if we want to if we really want to make sure that we're hearing it, we can really set it up. Now, there's one problem with this. Once you start automating things within effects external to the MIDI data, you are committed to automating it forever. And the reason why I say that is because now I've set these so that my automation sounds good. But if we go back to a track that I don't have any of this stuff automated, it's going to be very loud. So let's just have a listen to that. So you're kind of committed to drawing the automation for every clip if you're going to automate something. So it's best to sort of save that kind of automation for when you actually go into the arrangement window and are actually sort of making your final production, which will be a later tutorial. And I think this sort of concludes the envelope drawing tutorial and all the really neat tricks that you can do with drawing envelopes with specific clips. So, my name is Mike Hamans. Thanks for watching. I hope you got a little bit out of it. I hope you learned a little bit more about Live. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my Tumblr blog, edmproducer.tumblr.com. Until next time, thanks a bunch.